This is a moment to stand for democracy, against disinformation, misinformation, propaganda, and to stay true to these values that have led to respect and prosperity around the world that we continue to need to fight for, including in many different parts of the world, whether it's Afghanistan or elsewhere as well.
Russians.
Russia.
Realize that Russian disinformation was authorized by CRTC. I think we're outraged to find that Russia Today was being broadcast to millions of Canadians. My honourable colleague, this isn't within C11, but can we be sure this sort of disinformation will never be licensed again?
The government should direct the CRTC to terminate the licenses of state broadcaster that spread disinformation and propaganda. Russia Today, RT, should be removed from our airways as other authoritarian state broadcasters operating here.
We need to make sure that the platforms are held accountable for driving traffic to disinformation. We have seen over and over that platforms seek to monetize revenue and make sure that people stay on their platforms for as long as possible, and hate is driven to hate, and people who believe in one world theory are driven to other conspiracy theories that they would agree with to keep them on the platform longer. We need to make sure that platforms are not allowed to continue to do that. We need to make sure that disinformation is not only flagged, but it is removed when it poses a threat to a nation's security.
And that firmness is not just Western democracies like us. That is something that we've heard in our conversations, all three of us, with partners around the world.
Canada has become a very toxic petri dish of disinformation. We see online now this is somehow some kind of plot of the World Economic Forum.
It's clear that our collective anxiety is being amplified greatly by misinformation, false news, anger, and hate on the internet.
So governments have to play a role in ensuring that disinformation is not spread. It's not allowed to be spread. And it can't be left in the hands of social media companies.